What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, I'm going to be giving you guys a market update post-Flash Super Packs in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Now, at the time I'm recording this, Flash Super Packs haven't been out for that long, but you guys can see kind of what the odds look like. 1.2% chance to pull a Dark Matter. I mean, I guess that's better than just the normal ones, but again, realize like there's a big difference in price, and honestly, I don't think I guess maybe there's not that much of a difference. I don't know. Like, I guess I don't know by the end of it. If you do open this compared to the other one, odds-wise says I guess these odds are slightly better. But again, I just don't know if they are worth opening. But I want to see, after Super Packs have been out for a little over an hour, how many new Dr. J's are pulled? 0, okay? Interesting. How many new Giannis Antetokounmpos have been pulled? Let's see. It looks like 1, maybe 1, max 1, right? This one could be new. It looks actually new because there are no shoes on it. Looks pretty base. So there has been 1 Giannis pulled. As far as the 100 overall cards, how many of those are being pulled? Then we'll go down all the way to Dark Matters. I do think I saw earlier, like, you are guaranteed if you open up Super Packs to at least get a diamond card. But the thing to me is, like, if you get a 100 overall, look at the 100 overalls being pulled for the most part. It's Clyde's, it's Cade's, it's AD's, it's James Worthy, it's Anthony Edwards. There's rarely a really good, 100 overall. Even this KP doesn't look like he's a new card, because new cards most times don't have shoes. Most of the times, they're not going to come complete at all. So that's just something to look at. And I feel like this is every Tuesday. If somebody does pull 100 overall, the cards that they pull are not that good. And it is what it is, but that's just the truth with it. As far as Dark Matters and their prices, kind of fluctuated again in recent memory, but they're still kind of hovering right around that 100,000 buyout range for, most of the Dark Matters in the game right now. Now, obviously, again, there's going to be some, like, you guys can maybe, get, but overall, like, again, prices, haven't really went down a ton. Now, I will say this, right? This Shai is elite. And the fact that he's 400,000 MT really doesn't seem that bad to me. And so this goes back to my whole point of recently. I feel like overall the auction house is in a fine position because a lot of these Galaxy Opals are super cheap. A lot of the souped up Dark Matters you can now get without going broke. And even 100 overalls at this stage. Yes, they're still somewhat expensive, but they have gotten more affordable as time goes on. And so that's something like I'm looking at, like, even for myself, right? Who do I pick up as I, am probably going to start building my team back up, for this weekend? Who do I pick up, right? I got Alex Sarr for free. I got Embiid for free. I still got my Wemby. So who can I plug and play alongside my squad to really make my squad next level good? Now, as far as invincible prices, they're still ridiculous. I mean, it's kind of to be expected. But 100 overalls have, slowly went down. Yes, they're still ridiculously expensive, but it slowly went down. And I really like Dark Matters because a lot of the Dark Matters in the game are these Dark Matters that are souped up and can play at the highest level. A Michael Beasley, a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a Kawhi Leonard. These are cards that absolutely are elite and can play at just an insanely high level. So that's kind of for me where I'm really looking at. I still think it's, kind of a process, right? It's similar to what we saw all of last season, where it's just like, what? It's going to take a while. But slowly the auction house is going to, is going to become more affordable. And again, as far as Invincibles are still concerned for myself, they're not affordable right now. As far as Dark Matters, some of these cards are still not affordable or as cheap as I want them to be. But it is a process. And a lot of the reason I think it's taking so long is I am a firm believer, and this is just me, but I'm a firm believer that there's not that many people opening up Super Packs. Like, I'm just a firm believer of that because, like, I can go on YouTube and I can look up Flash Super Pack opening, right? 2K. Okay, let's just see, right? There's literally, like, rarely anybody that opens these things up at all outside of, again, the typical, people that open them up, right? There's the typical people that open them up literally every week. But outside of them, like, it's nothing crazy, right? It's nothing, insane about it. And even for me with my VC, like, some people are like, Ty, you need to, or when are you going to spend your VC? To me, I don't think it's, although the super pack odds are better, like, I don't have 450, so it's not worth me spending my VC on them, especially knowing even if I get a 100 overall card, it's probably going to be a card I don't necessarily love, like a Clyde. Like, Clyde's not horrible, but he's not necessarily a card I love. Even like a James Worthy, he's not necessarily a card I love. And so those are the other things that I'm obviously thinking about for myself. Now, again, I've kind of I already made a video today talking about MT and how to make easy MT right now by, putting up players that people are, grinding these flash challenges for. But outside of that, for me, I'm still stacking MT. If I do see a really good deal, especially for a Dark Matter, that's kind of really what I'm looking at right now. If I see a really good deal for a card that I think should be more expensive, like let's say this Soup Kawhi has all the badges I need. If he's the right Kawhi for me, I'm going to buy him, and I'm not going to hesitate too much on him. But that's really the only thing I'm looking at right now. Other than that, I'm just going to continue to be patient with the auction house. I don't think it is necessarily a great time to buy, but I definitely don't think it's a great time to sell either. And it's just one of the, things that we've seen over the past couple of weeks of, yeah, super packs come out, but if people don't open them up in bulk, they're not going to crash a ton. And so, yes, people that open up packs are going to open up packs Tuesdays and Fridays. I will admit I was wrong. I didn't think as many people would open up super packs as there are. There's actually more people open up super packs than I initially thought. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's why 2K is going to put super packs in the game on Tuesday. And it's why Friday we're just going to see another day of packs. So for me and my squad, the only reason I would build my squad is because there might be a MyTEAM tournament this week. Like, if it gets filled, I'll probably build my squad. I think it's actually supposed to be tomorrow. And if it does get filled, I'll build my squad and use it for that. But again, if it doesn't get filled, there's really no reason for me to really, put too much effort into it. Like, even if I play King of the Court, I'm not going to spend 7 million MT just to play in King of the Court. Like, for me, that is absolutely not worth it. So that's just kind of where I'm at with things. And again, if you want to obviously spend your MT, I don't think it's the worst situation to be doing it or worst time to do it. I'm just one where, I just continue to stay patient with the auction house. Now, as far as Victor Wembanyama, I always like talking about him. I almost guarantee in either of the next 2 weeks, we're going to get a giant, okay? And I guarantee we are so close to getting Victor Wembanyama. So is it a good time to buy Victor Wembanyama? Well, if you can get one souped up, I wouldn't mind you guys going and getting the pink diamond. As far as the Galaxy Opal, I would tread lightly getting the Galaxy Opal. On the positive side, even if we do get 100 overall or Invincible Wemby, like the Galaxy Opal is still going to have some value. So that's the other side of it that, like, yeah, I could hope for, I could obviously, tell you guys, well, like, when he comes out, he's going to go down in price, which he is, but there's still going to be some value in that. So that's just kind of where I'm at. As always, guys, I'm a firm believer. Do your exhibitions. I know some people are like, what, Ty? Exhibitions are trash. As you do, get up in rep, your exhibition rewards do get better and better. So that's for me kind of where I'm at. As far as you guys, to me, it is what it is. Like, I don't hate necessarily where this game is at right now, but it is one of the things where I'm just like, at the end of the day, the auction house is going to be what it's going to be. It's probably, 5% less expensive than it was last week. And that's just kind of what we're seeing right now. Like, it's sad, but that is just kind of, how things are trending. So it is what it is. It's the game we play. It's the game we have. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Do what you guys got to do and go from there. As always, I'm, always going to tell you guys, well, when it comes down to buying or selling, I'm always going to tell you guys to sell more than buy, just because of the sole fact of MT runs the game. So if you can have MT at this, as much MT as you have at this time, a month from now, cards are going to be way cheaper and you're just going to be in a way, way, way better position. But at the end of the day, I get people that want to have fun now too. Okay, so it's just kind of a balancing act. It is what it is. But as always, even if you buy cards, sell cards, there are certain ways, certain players right now that you can sell As far as, I've kind of already talked about this in an early video, but any players that are in those flash challenges. So for example, if you need Rockets players, those Rockets players are going to be a great players to sell right now compared to buying those certain cards. So just kind of another thing to think about for you guys today. That is going to wrap it up for our video. For me, just kind of continuing to go through it, guys, and stay patient. And for me, when I get, here's the deal for me, playing the long game, when I get Tim Duncan, I might sell my Victor Wembanyama. Like, because again, then I have 4 front court players that I'm all comfortable with. So if you have any unsellable players, you can obviously use them. So just kind of another thing to keep in the back of your guys' minds. That's going to wrap it up for our video today. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.